to another episode of Raging Out in Clash. My name is Jen, and I'm here, as always, with SK!
Hello.
And what have we got for you today? We are going to we keep saying we're going to keep it a short one, and this
now
one
you jinxed us again. Just jinxed us again now. Great.
No. We're going to talk about our clan wars. We're going to talk about clan games. I believe there was another Q&A with Darian. You had mentioned with Jewel Sloth, so obviously you had either watched it or whatnot, so you'll be able to talk about that. And we can get my feedback and your feedback on those. And what else are we going to talk about?
The events that are coming up.
Oh, yes, there are a bunch of events that are coming up, so we'll kind of give our opinions on that. And I think that's about it. Keep it short and sweet.
That's enough.
What's that?
I think that's enough, is it not?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Well, we'll be able to keep it short and sweet.
Oh yeah. Now you're triple jinxing us now.
No.
So you wanted to know what I was laughing at or chuckling to myself with.
Yes.
So as I was telling you, I only buy the season pass for the skin and the 1 gem donations because I'm effectively maxed, right?
Right.
So, and recently I haven't been wanting to play as much just because once you hit max, there's not much to do. You know, I've been up to Legends, been all the way down to, get the achievements and stuff, and so I've done most of everything, right? And this will follow on to clan games, naturally. But with clan games coming out, you have to do the challenges, the little games, right? So I've done that, and I've actually, we can talk about clan games in a minute. So I've been doing the challenges, and I was like, so just like when I was chuckling to myself, I thought, I'll just check where I am in the season pass, right? But because I've not checked for like 2 weeks or something like that, right? It was just like all these challenges was like poof, and then the counter just like took a good 30 seconds racking up all the points, right? And I was like, and that was quite funny to see, and I was like, oh, okay, I guess I've done them all, because normally, if Clan Games wasn't on, you don't vary your attacks, but because Clan Games was on, you have to do different styles, you have to do storages, you have to do builder base, and builder base makes you do different things as well, so Clan Games actually helped me do all the challenges in my season pass, and that made me chuckle, because it just went like a whole, the screen on my phone, all the challenges just went and turned around, and turned into points. So that made me laugh and made me chuckle. So I only have 2 more challenges left from that season pass before the next batch comes available.
No, there's no more batches.
No more batches?
There's only 2 days left.
Oh, okay. Then I only have 2 more challenges left, and I can only do one of them, which is...
I know which one it is. I bet you it's the Super Troops and the Night Witches.
Nope. Well, you only got half of it, right? You got 50%. The Night Witches I've done 3 out of 4. So I must have finished the challenge for the Night Witch for the clan games. And because it's get 3 stars using Night Witch or something like that, right? I only got 3 battles, right? So I need to do 4. But the other one is removing your obstacles.
Oh yes, that one was
So I can't do that one. I've done 2.
You could just remove the grass, because the grass grows back.
But it might grow back differently. So I have done 2 out of 25, and those were my gem boxes. But yes, so yeah, thanks for reminding me that there's only 2 days left, and then I actually need to pick up all the gems. Otherwise, what's the point of the season pass?
Exactly.
I think that was one of the quality of life suggestions someone had posted, that at the end of the season, if you've bought the pass, they should all either be collected and converted to gems, or, so you don't forget and you don't lose out on it.
Yeah. Well, especially if you pay the money, you unlock the hero skin at the end, and you actually forget to collect the hero skin as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that would suck.
Yeah. And then you have to pay gens to get the skin again.
Yeah.
So
I've collected all my stuff. I've got some resources left that I have to collect. I've got a builder coming up in 6.5 hours, and since I don't have to work tomorrow, I might stay up a little bit later just to put that builder back down, put him back to work. No slacking off in my village.
Those are not the words that you should be saying. The words you should be saying is, I'll be spending that time recruiting.
Oh, yeah. No, I will, because I have been the last few days.
I got you 4 new people.
Yes, and one of them lasted about 30 seconds and more.
Hey, I told you, I get them through the recruitment process. They're in your hands once they're in war, so my job is done. Okay, but we were talking about clan games. Why don't we talk about that?
Okay, we are currently at 49,000 for clan games. We only have 13 people in the clan able to play.
Not anymore. But they've probably got their games from other places. But I'm just saying, I've bumped up those numbers now.
Yeah. This clan games was looking a little sketchy for us in the beginning.
Was it?
Well, it was, because a lot of the people that max this clan games don't usually, well, not a lot, but a few, don't normally max. I had to send a mail and be like, look, guys, we only have 13 people playing in the clan.
Look, guys,
book,
I want that book.
I was nicer about it, though, and a couple of the guys actually came online and said, yeah, there's been a couple mails sent, and, been on a little bit more just to try and get the clan games done, so.
Well, that's what being in a clan is about. It's not always about you.
And it was nice to see that, and there's still it looks like a couple other people are gonna max, and I mean, you get the extra rewards, you get.
Yeah, I mean, it's understandable, because a lot of our players are max with no intention of moving town halls. So you can understand why they're not fussed about that extra reward, because they're just getting gens anyway. So I do think about that. I don't know how we ended up with people that don't actually want to move up town halls. This is like, how is this? How did that happen?
I know. Well, I think part of it's my fault, because I don't want to move up,
but the rewards. So there's Book of Fighting in there.
Yes, the rewards are crap. I voiced my opinion about not getting a gold rune in form, and I'm still very ticked that they changed the rewards last time, because they mistakenly sent it out wrong, but there was a builder rune of gold in there, and now there's another one in this one. So I think they purposely did this one just to stick it to the people and be like, who are you for saying, whatever. So I'm quite ticked off, because these rewards are absolute crap for me. The only thing that's worth anything is the 2 things at the end, the training book and the elixir rune, which will get me some walls, because I don't do heroes without a book. So I'm ticked off that there is no book of heroes. Yeah, that's what I'm focusing on. So, and I'm still bitter about the stupid gold rune.
So, you know what people say? You can't please everyone.
You're getting what you're getting. It's all free stuff. You're not having to pay for it. I know.
There's that. There's you can't please everyone. The rewards will be ecstatic for someone.
I
know. Yeah, I mean, well, they're just gems for me. So, but yeah. So that's Clan Games. Let's keep it short and sweet. Clan Games. We can talk about our wars now. Although I feel like the theme of this podcast will be let's see how riled up we can get Jenn.
Yeah.
So we've talked about Clan Games and the lack of a gold rune, and how you're at stage 1 of TikTok, because you don't like the rewards. Now let's talk about our clan wars. So, the last time we spoke, we had a streak going. I think we were, 15 or something? And for the last few wars, you've always been in that year going, we're going to lose this one, we're going to lose this one, I have a feeling we're going to lose this one.
Hey, to be fair,
we have not lost that one.
What?
To be fair, we did not lose those ones, so...
No, we didn't. To be fair, we won one of those wars by 0.9. So that's like, what, 2 buildings? 3 buildings?
Those 3 buildings count for a lot, let's just say. 3 buildings make or break wars, as you can just see. So I'm glad those 3 buildings we got and not they got.
Mm-hmm.
And
no, absolutely.
You know how at Town Hall 13 it's like 1 building is 1% practically, so...
Yeah. But no, you're right. We did end up winning that one war that I thought we were going to lose.
That one war? Those 2 wars we thought...
No. We're talking about that one war. We won that one war by 0.9%. And then the war after that, I really thought we were going to lose. And listen to why I think we were definitely going to lose. In our war...
Wait. Are you talking about the current war or the last 2
No.
wars?
The last war.
Okay.
The last war, okay? So the last war, we had 2 13s, 4 max Town Hall 11s, 2 max 10s, and 2 max 9s. So everybody was pretty much maxed except for me in this war. And what did we pull? We pulled 2 13s, a 12, 6 Town Hall 11s, and 1 Town Hall 9. They had Town Hall 11s at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. That is a crap match. And you cannot blame me for thinking we were going to lose that one.
I think when
we had 2 10s and 2 9s at the bottom where they had in the 8 or 7, 8, and 9 position, our 10s and one of the 9s were hitting Town Hall 11s. So there's no way that me thinking we were going to lose that war was wrong. Because
I think it was funny.
We were heavily outmatched.
It was funny when, obviously you get the notification that a war's been found and then people log on and they check. So I thought it was funny when, next thing you're seeing in chat was, has League started?
Yeah, well, and that's exactly what it was. It was like we were hitting in leagues.
But we won that one, Jenn.
We did end up winning that war, basically because their Town Hall 11s spammed. And spammed E-Drags and not very well, and they couldn't 3-star us, and we ended up winning that war on stars. What did we win here? It was 29-25. Like we did really good against their 11s, which was nice. They weren't all max Town Hall 11s. Our 11s were quite proud of themselves that they were able to clear them all. But I don't think even number 4 was quite maxed, but it was a good, I guess, confidence booster for them as well. Just and we had our 10s and 9s scout 1 and 2 for us. So that helped. And one of our 11s actually cleared the Town Hall 12. So that was, the one Town Hall 11 got 91% 1-star. Another one had, I think, an 82% 1-star. And then our third Town Hall 11, we had 4, but the third one that hit it actually 3-starred it. So it was good on them. They each took a crack at that and ended up clearing it, and it helped us win because you and I were actually able to back each other up on the top 2 bases, which is what we ideally want and like. And so that brought us to 18 in a row.
18th. Yeah. So I think you pretty much from the 15th was we're gonna lose. And lo and behold, what's our current match like, Jen? Do you want to sum it up in one sentence?
We got the short end of a shitty stick. Like, we didn't even get the short end of the stick. We got the short end, and then there's crap on that stick. Like, that's how bad this matchup is. Like, we got screwed with crap on the end. So we've got 15 people in. We ended up recruiting a Town Hall 12 and a Town Hall 9. Got them in war. The Town Hall 12 has yet to be seen in war. He did change his war base, so I know that, he has been reading mails and whatnot. We have not started out this war the way I would have liked. I do believe starting out strong is important because, the momentum and the way that people, if they see, okay, this guy's got one, I'm going to try even harder, or, it just...
Well, we don't want them to try any harder.
No, but I do believe that it can kill momentum if we start out with a flop.
I think I agree with you to some extent in that if we sort of get on a roll of everyone starts 3-starring, it does sort of get that sort of momentum within our own clan to say, okay, well, I want to keep that sort of 3-star streak going. I know that some people feel pressure, and it's like, oh no, everyone else before me is 3-starred, so sometimes we joke about that. But so I do see what you mean by then. But yes, so even before war started, you were doom and gloom.
Yes, and the reason is because they are pretty much identical to us. They have a max Town Hall 13 at the top. They've got a Town Hall 13 he just upgraded. He's got some defenses that are upgraded. I chose to do my Town Hall first, kind of go that route. He went a different route. They've got a Town Hall 12. They've got 5 completely maxed, heroes and everything, Town Hall 11s. And that's where it differs from us because we only have 4. Everyone else in war on their side is the same. They've got 2 max Town Hall 10s, 3 max Town Hall 9s, which we do as well. And they had 2 max Town Hall 8s at the bottom. So where we have a max Town Hall 8 and 2 max Town Hall 7s. So we got screwed in that, my upgrading my Town Hall to level 5 pulled a max Town Hall 11, which is crap.
Well, I have said, and you do know that, upgrading your Town Hall adds on quite a bit of weight. But, yeah, we never have advantage, like we say all the time. No. So we never have advantage.
And these guys, they are from Poland, and this clan is on 7 in a row, and it's a mini clan. Their main clan, I think, is a pro clan. They're in Champs 2 or Champs 1.
They're in Champs 3, aren't they?
Are they? Oh, I thought it was 2.
That's what I was saying. I was like, okay, that's okay. They could have just,
Well, but even still, I mean, to be in champs, they've obviously, they're not just spamming E-Drags or spamming whatever. Like,
they might just have. I mean, yes, it's not what if you got all Town Hall 13s, you're guaranteed to be in champs. I'm just saying though that maybe there's a sliver of hope there.
Maybe. Their leader of this current clan is a co-leader in their main clan. So, and the leader has 2 accounts for sure in this war. Both of them the Town Hall 13s. And like I said, these guys are on 7 in a row. Their clan is in Master League 1. So they've stumbled on 2 of our bases.
Yeah, but they've not done all their attacks.
That's 2 defenses, and they've 3-starred all the other ones. So
they stumbled on another one? That's good.
They stumbled on the Town Hall 9 that flaked out.
Oh, good. Well, at least it was good for something.
The new Town Hall 9 in our clan used Queen Charge Lava Loon. He put down his queen, put down his king, and lost his queen before killing the CC and rage quit. Didn't even bother to try and salvage anything to get a 2-star, scout the base for the other person. Nope, just flaked out and left the clan. So, he was a real team player. He was nice.
Yeah, but apparently, he's the bee's knees.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But yeah, I mean...
So, it's just, it sucks because in a war that's... I don't like losing. I mean, I don't think that's a secret. I don't like losing. And I guess if we're going... And I'm not saying we're going to lose, but if we're going to lose, I would rather it be a pro clan or a strong clan like this that, can hold their own. And I would rather it be like this than 2 spammers that are just throwing down troops and getting lucky.
But try telling that to your face, Jen.
These guys are definitely skilled attackers and whatnot. It's frustrating because I know that, we can definitely hang with these guys, but it seems every time there's BS in war, we ain't winning. So It's not very promising. Like, it's hard to think, we can turn this around when almost every other time we've had people flake out and BS, it's been a loss. So
yeah, that normally is why we normally lose. Unfortunately, I remember there was a whole spate where whatever sort of crap that went on in a war that would always cause us to throw the war, I guess. But it's early days. You never know. And it's like you said, right? If we have to lose the streak eventually. Mm-hmm. Right? Mm-hmm. It's already causing you no amount of, sour face, and I have to deal with that. So maybe it's a good thing that we lose the streak.
It's just, you had been talking about possibly promoting a couple elders if we got to 20, and it's just like, well, no, we might not get to 20, and, we could use those extra elders.
Well, recruiting. I'll find some other way, and that's not to say that they're not going to be elders. It was just an idea that I had that it would be a good way to celebrate if we won the next 2 wars.
It was supposed to be the 15th because that's a pretty good streak. We usually don't make it past 14. The last couple we've gotten 14 and then we've not gotten the 15th. So I thought 15 was pretty good for us. Mm-hmm. And now that's not good enough. Now she wants 20.
Well, I have only learned from yourself. You always want more. But, yeah, I mean, if we're going to lose, then we'll lose because, our Town Hall 11s can't hold their own. or because of crap that new people pull anymore. You know, and like it or not, which most likely not, if we have to dip down, it means you and I don't have backup.
Yep.
So, eep. So we'll find out next time.
Yeah.
It's gonna be doom and gloom next podcast. It'll be like, oh, we lost the war and we're in leagues now because we're just crap anyway.
Yeah, it's gonna be
just don't listen to the next episode. It's just let's just skip that one. So I mean, let's see. If we give them a run for their money, then I'd be okay with that. If we. But at the same time, I don't want that to happen because then the pressure's on you and I to get those attacks in.
Yeah, I'm excited because the bases that we have to hit, definitely haven't seen them before, so...
Only you would be excited by those things, Jen.
There's a very good possibility that we're going to get another defense here.
Stop watching the war!
Sorry, I had to look. Yeah, so we'll update when next week. And so the Darian Q&A with Judo Slaw. I didn't see any. I think I saw a video that Judo had said that he had done one, but I never ended up watching it. What were some of the things they talked about?
So I think it only came out like a day or a day and a half ago. So
it was pretty recent. Yeah.
Yeah, it's an hour long. So.
Oh.
And you know, kudos to Judo Sloth. He kind of kept it on track and went straight to the point. There's none of this kind of. Sometimes they faff around and be silly, but you know, he did a good video. In terms of, I think he must have asked his community what kind of questions they wanted him to ask, and so he collated them all and sort of split them into, you know, the general topic. So there was quite a lot of things there. So you know, check it out later, Jen, if you have time. Because I think he's done it quite well in this video. He's got like the time and then the questions, so you know that if you don't want to listen to that question, you can skip past it. Right. So they talked about, yes, Town Hall 14's coming out this year. Obviously, not saying when, but I guess, you know, worst kept secret, it is coming out this year at some point. There's no plans for Build a Base still, like the next level.
Then why do we keep getting the stupid gold ruins in clan games?
Because there's always new players, and they're all still trying to get the auto.
I am going to be bitter about that. I'm sorry.
You're bitter about everything.
Well.
Okay, so no Build a Base next Town Hall level. There's no talk of any skins or sceneries for Build a Base because they're not in 3D. They've not been made in 3D. So that's Build a Base. Then they talked about I don't know what they talked about quite a breadth of stuff. They talked about whether you could have some tournaments, like one-on-one tournaments or some sort. Darian thought it was a good idea, but don't know the mechanics of how to do that because he's not a coder and whatnot. But generally a good idea. Don't know if it would ever get implemented and whatnot. He talked about the thing that I wanted to talk about and delve into what, you know, I think would interest you would be like the recruitment stuff, right? So it seems to be a recurring theme here, recruitment. You know, he says pretty much the same stuff that you already knew, things that he's already said on forums and whatnot. But he was, when I was listening to it, so this is why you should listen to it, because then you can form your own thoughts, right? But he was, you know, saying things that he's brought to the development team, such as things like, you know, you send out an invite but you don't know when it goes, and that invite lasts forever, so out of the blue someone could join like 3 months later and things like that. So it's good that he's taking those things on board. And when you want to go, the only way you can know if someone's inactive is if you click on their base, but if you click on their base you're actually coming out of the recruitment, so you have to go back into recruitment when you find that they're inactive. So it's just basically a waste of someone's time, and I agree with that, right? He said that he wanted Supercell wanted recruitment to be a part of, like, it shouldn't be a chore, which it is for you and I. This is why we talk about it a lot, right? It shouldn't be. It should just be the natural part of the game, which it's not, right? You and I know I probably spend, goodness, much too long recruiting than I do playing. There's days when I recruit more than I play on the game.
I recruited for 2 hours straight last night and didn't do a single other thing.
Yeah. So that, they want it to be, it should just be a part of the game. It should just come naturally. He said he acknowledged the fact that there's no way for clans to let other people that are wanting to be recruited know that they're actually recruited, right? So, and I think that's what he was saying that Global was doing, because in Global you could say you're Speetle, and then people would know that clan was actively looking, whereas right now you don't know if a clan is actively looking, which, if you look at our clan, you see our clan is closed. So, but we are recruiting. So, and I think if they're going to address that, then they also need to address the fact of, okay, how can we, as a clan, attract people to come and say, oh, hey, I want to join your clan, but at the same time, like, not defend, but deter people that we don't want, like people that want to spy on us, or people that want to give us grief, and all that stuff, right? And the only way that we can protect ourselves as a clan from spies and war and what have you is to close the clan, right? But by closing the clan, we've then closed ourselves off from people that actually want to join your clan, short of an invite. So I think that they need to think about that aspect. Sorry, went off on a rant there. He also talked about, and the interesting things that I thought were interesting to me personally was, yes, the recruitment system, and I thought it was, but I didn't know for sure, but he confirmed that it is, basically it takes a snapshot of everyone that's, clanless and whatnot at a particular point in day, and it refreshes every 24 hours, and it's the same time every 24 hours, right? So it's a bit like the Legends League thing, where you just take a snapshot. So that is why, when you check on somebody and they're in a clan, it's because when they took the snapshot, they weren't in a clan, and then they went and joined another person's clan since that time. So that was interesting. I suspected, but they've never actually said that. And the two other things that I found were interesting was, he said that whatever system, whatever algorithms behind it, tries to learn all these things that you want without actually telling you. You know how they always try and they always say it's learning, it's just not fast enough and stuff. But it says it tries to learn what language you are and what time zone you are, right? And by that, so it said something like, if they see you recruiting at a particular point in time, then they use that as a base to bring in more people. So that becomes a factor, right? So when I'm thinking about, okay, how does that affect me and my clan? Then it must see me on, and then it must see you on, and then it just thinks we'll just invite the whole damn world. Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And that's how it must learn, is because it sees who's in that clan and who recruits at what points of the day, and therefore it must be, these are the people that are on, right? So that's something to stew on. But another thing that does is language, right? And Darian went off on his usual banter about, the Brazilian languages, etc., etc., right? Because he said that about 50 odd times already because people keep saying it, right? And I get his argument, but he was saying that, the algorithm tries to learn what language your clan uses and uses that as a base, so it brings in people, right?
I'm just going to stop you there because that is crap. How many people have we gotten from Brazil that speak Portuguese and Spanish? Like, we have never spoken Spanish or Portuguese in our class.
This is what I was thinking, right? And this is why it was interesting to me, okay? Because it's learning, right? And I think what would be a positive thing to do for Supercell to do in terms of transparency is to say, okay, what does it uses to learn? Because, right, how are we sabotaging ourselves, right? So, like, if we're going by recruiting by volume, right? And then I send out a whole load of invites, and then the people that are in a different country with a different language accept the invite and come into the clan and start speaking a different language. Is that then telling the algorithm that they speak this language? And therefore, let's give them more people that speak this language. Maybe. Is that then a false positive, as, it's feeding the algorithm positive results, but it's actually wrong?
This is why I don't understand why they need an algorithm. Like, why can't we just put English?
Because
why can't we just have tags like they have all the other tags?
Because that's Darian's going to say the same thing that he said all the time, that there's a bajillion languages out there, and not all the languages are spelt the same depending on your dialect. So, you can't possibly put every language in there. So I get that, and I'm all for that argument. But what I'm concerned about is, are we giving false? Is the algorithm learning wrongly by the fact that I've sent an invite, the person's come in, and he starts talking, and I'm saying, please talk English, and he's still telling me I'm speaking Brazilian or Portuguese, and therefore the algorithm's like, I'm so smart, I'm going to get them more of these, Spanish-speaking players, because this person came in, right? Tick for the recruitment, recruited one person, not realizing that they have to leave, we kick them, or they leave like 3 seconds later. So I think that was interesting to me, because I'm like, what is this thing learning? Is it learning from that or something else? Right? And because no wonder, it's like you said, we've had so many people coming into our clan and just saying, I'm Brazilian. Do you speak Russian? You should speak Russian. So, and then we've got the time zone, so, we're screwed. So I thought that was interesting. In that it sort of got me thinking, what is it that this thing is learning? And because we're doing it by volume, are we just giving it a whole crap of data that's actually, here's everything that we don't want, but it's thinking it is what we want? Right? And then, what else did he say about the recruitment tool? Because then I started getting all nerdy and thinking about that. Yeah, and it's something that he said in the forums as well when I was asking for feedback, right? But he was talking about how, why are we showing people with, people that we can invite who are already in clans, because people don't want to recruit and poach players, right? And his explanation was that, obviously the pool of people that are clanless and want to be recruited is so much smaller than the pool of people, the pool of clans that want to recruit, right? So you would get less results and whatnot. So Supercell is giving you these people that are in clans who are able to, maybe, you might get lucky and somebody is thinking of jumping ship. So my take on that is, me personally, I want quality rather than quantity. If I want accurate results, right? Rather than there's some good ones in here, but we want to give you lots of results that are actually no good, right? I am very much for quality rather than quantity. If there, I understand that the pool of people that don't have clans and want to be recruited is small. And I would accept that and know that actually my results would be fewer, but these are actually good leads, than having to scroll through so many people and half of them are crap. And inviting them does nothing and waste my time. Right? And if Supercell wanted still, if they do want to offer you people that are in clans that are open to invites, I think as an improvement, they should be just in a different tab or in a different label so that you can filter them out if you wanted to. Because it's a personal choice. You might get lucky, yes, but I have never invited someone who's already in another clan. But so that's my take. I want quality. I would sacrifice volume of results for fewer results that actually are potential leads.
Mm-hmm.
What do you...
I'm just going to say the recruitment tool is still broken because my one account, Max Town Hall 10, still for the 4th week now, has still not gotten an invite.
I mean, it's still learning, like you said. It's just not fast enough. I think
4 weeks without an invite.
Maybe nobody wants to invite you, Jen. Maybe it's working, but they don't want to invite you.
Has got an invite, and it's just...
I don't know why, and that's probably something that they'll look into, because you're not the only one. There are people, like I've seen people say, I'm max 13 and I've not got an invite for ever. So yeah, I mean, so that was the main thing that I was interested in from Darian, because it affects us and things like that. But yeah, I would just have a look through, what questions were being asked if you're interested to look at it. Again, you can probably expect a lot of his answers, but the recruitment one was interesting because it did make me think, a bit more about how we're recruiting and are we going about it the right way. And just while I'm off on another rant about the recruitment thing, those labels, he did talk about the labels and whether the labels should be earned. Like veteran, should that be something that you earn and stuff like that? And he said, no, they're not going to be earned because, he said, he's using an example whereby, he could be a max 10 of 13, but he's got a mini. And then if his max 10 of 13 left the clan and his mini became the leader, then he's not allowed to use the veteran even though he actually has been playing for X amount of years and stuff like that. So that's why the labels themselves wouldn't be earned. But that was about it. My thing was that, and I think you and I talked about this, about how you should actively opt into want invites. I think Darian had said on the forum or something about how it should just, it should work naturally. It should just always be on. But I was thinking about this, right? Players, like from our experience, players themselves struggle to update a war shield from red to green and vice versa, right? Nobody's going to be like, I'm in a clan now, I'm going to switch off my invites. Nobody does that. You said it and you're gonna...
I'm quitting the game now. Oh, wait, let me go switch this thing off.
Exactly. Or, so no, people are one and done. I've set it, I'm done. Right? And the same goes for labels. Have you ever updated your labels? Do you have labels?
No.
I don't believe for 1 second anyone in our clan that has labels reviews it and go, I feel like being friendly today. Or I feel like being an amateur attacker or an underdog today. No, but it's a one and done situation, right?
I'm going to put friendly on my profile.
Yeah.
Like, somebody will come in and they'll be like, blah, 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 and it's, you're mean. It's just like, no, look at my profile. I'm friendly.
Well, we only have the war label in our clan, and they don't even look at that. So it's a one. For me, I feel from my experience, it's a one and done situation. Nobody ever updates their labels. People struggle enough with their war shield. They're not gonna do that with an invite button, right? So yeah.
Have I ever turned my shield red? I don't think I have.
Yeah, but that's by on purpose, Jen. So. But then that's what I mean. I'm like, so I'm using the tool as it's meant to be used. I'm using the clan war filter. But then people come on with that filter and it's like, no, I don't want to do wars. I don't like wars. I'm like, why did you set your label to that then? Clearly you wanted to do wars at some point and yet never managed to change your label. So we're just annoying each other by that. Sorry, and that's me. I'm done. There's a lot of information on there. Have a look, Jen, and you can tell me what you think. But those were the things that I wanted to raise from there. Okay.
We're keeping this short.
Yeah. Triple jinxed.
The events that are coming up. All super troops 70% off in a day and 8 hours. I'm excited about that.
You can only choose 2. I feel like I'm being false advertised here.
But it's 70% off.
It says 70% off all troops, right? But I cannot buy all troops.
All super troops 70% off.
Yeah. But I can only choose 2.
Well, yeah.
I mean, that would be,
and then
what they're saying is it's not an event where, like the Super Barb event that's coming up, or the other ones that we had, the Infernal Dragon and the Ice Golem or something. It's not one specific troop that's reduced, is what you're saying. You're saying they're all reduced. But I still... Sorry.
Which is nice. Hello, I need to upgrade heroes.
Is it? Because...
It is. There is a Roar is More, the Super Barbarian troop, which sucks. You're going to have to get those because I ain't unlocked those.
That's what I mean, like, events. But then it means, like, you and I have to lose one of those slots to do the event.
Actually, we could make one of the 11s get them because they can unlock them. I think that's what we do. We've got 4 Town Hall 11s that can unlock super troops, and they are going to unlock the super barbs, so you and I don't have to waste one of them for our war stuff. That's exactly what that's what I'm doing. I'm sending out a mail when this event starts and be like, okay, look, 11s, enough of us giving us all, giving you all these super troops all the time. It's time to feed them back. I want super barbs. Now.
Yeah. No, good idea. I'm on board with that one.
And then also in a day and 8 hours, Double Trouble, Clone Spell, and Electro. So Electrons will be getting used more. And so there's a couple events. Hopefully one of them has a rune of gold, but probably won't. So I'll be disappointed with the rewards yet again.
Great. Okay. Well, let's just see what the rewards are. You would think that one of the rewards would be a super potion, right? Because it's a super, it's a super troop event, right?
Maybe.
But that super troops off is not. That's not an event. That's just a sale.
Yeah.
So it's just the Super Barb event and then the Electros and the clones. None of which are yours.
And then, depending on how this war goes, we will probably have one more war before Clan War League starts in 2 days and 8 hours.
Mm-hmm. I did have something else I wanted to touch upon.
What
just because you jinxed us now. But it's been happening. Should I wait? What do you think?
No, let's do it.
You want to do it? Okay. Because, we can talk about it next week.
Nope, this one.
Okay. So, I thought you and I could discuss recent going-ons in our clan and I'm interested to hear your views in terms of how we as a clan should go about it. So, with the new changes and whatnot to security and health and safety, I don't know. You're shaking your head. So again, riled up Jenn gets another notch. But so it's a US thing, I think it is. But when someone signs up to be a minor, who's playing the game,
always the Americans, because we don't do stuff like this in Canada.
I'm pretty sure you do. You still have pedophiles in Canada.
I know. It's always the Americans that started, though.
So when a minor comes into the clan and it's registered as a minor,
a minor as in like a young person, not an actual game minor.
Yes, that is correct. A little person, not a dwarf. So if someone who's under the age of 16, 13? I can't remember.
18, actually.
Oh yeah, you have to be over 13 to play, and so obviously you can still be 13 to 18, isn't it? Okay, so between that age range, if you're a tween, right, then if you come into the clan, basically your clan chat is asterisk palooza. There's no cussing and whatnot. It just all comes out as asterisks or little stars, if you want to call it what it is. And I reiterate, you and I recruit by volume. So when we get a glut of people come in, and then suddenly your clan chat's all pretty with stars, it's an issue to see who that person is, right? And you don't actually know until someone does try to cuss, right? But first of all, on a side note, the thing is so crap that it picks up a lot of things that are not the cussing, and still put that as stars, right?
You can't say heck. You can't say crap.
That's a bad word. That's a bad word.
You can't say BS.
That's a bad word.
BS is beautiful stuff.
Beautiful, really? Those are all bad words. I'm fine with those things. But you can't, it's things that you don't expect, right? And a prime example of that was we had a new person come in and we told them, show us what you can do, blah, 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 blah. And he's like, I'll be back in a minute. I need to go charge my star, right? And basically, we could figure out he was saying phone, but we were like, phone? Why is that? That's not cussing. But obviously, it's all about, what's that word? You're sort of grooming them to give them your number, to send them weird pictures and whatnot, or something like that, right? Which is why I can't say the word phone, right? But
I remember the first time it happened, the guy couldn't even say okay.
So the guy,
I asked him, did you read the clan description, blah, 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 and then, do you understand that? He's like, okay, and it kept on coming up stars. I'm like, is he swearing at me? Like, am I supposed to kick him right now? Like, what's going on? And then he had to go, oh, and then hit enter, and then K right after that. Like, it was so, like, it censors out the stupidest thing.
So it seems like this filter is like the child of the recruitment system.
Yeah.
Where it's learning, but it's not learning fast enough, or it's just
It's
crap.
stupid,
Right?
is what it is.
Okay, so I was wondering, in terms of, okay, so older people that are older than 18, they're not old, they're just mature, let's say. Okay, well, they're not mature. So old people, right? Adults can still be immature. They can still behave like kids. And non-adults, so people between the 13 and 18, can be mature and be perfectly normal and not be immature, right? So, and that's my opinion. I think you can get stupid people across the age range. So I have no issue with a teenager coming into the clan, if he wants to be in the clan, he or she wants to be in the clan and is able to follow how our clan works and is able to hold their own, etc., and become a valuable member of the clan. I have no issue with that. The issue is obviously this filter thing, which then affects how we are able to convey messages. Okay, it can affect how we talk to new recruits when they talk to them, because they're obviously filtering out some things. Maybe they are cussing at us, we'll never know, right? And again, and then that's the thing. So sometimes we don't know if they're cussing us out or if it's just a filter gone whack or what have you, right? So the discussion or the opinion that I'd like from you is, what as a clan how should we handle that?
It's not fair to say they can't stay because, I mean, we've had people in the clan that weren't 18 and were a lot more mature than the people that were 30 in the clan. So it's unfair to say just because they're underage they shouldn't be in the clan. It's annoying though, and it's going to be, and I know that it's going to be frustrating when I'm trying to say something to somebody that's important.
And you were getting ready to get the pitchforks out in the...
And I'm not swearing, and my messages are getting blocked out. That's going to be frustrating because I'm going to be obviously frustrated that, somebody's done something stupid and I'm trying to, tell them don't do it or whatever, and it's just going to frustrate me even more that I can't say what I want to say because someone's in the clan.
So what is your...
My final answer is I'm glad I'm not the leader.
Yes, but the leader is open to discussion with what the other co-leaders want. And, we do have co-leaders that, like to swear, that like to, obviously they...
I don't think
some of them
like
don't have a potty mouth, right? But sometimes, your attack goes wrong or you fat fingered a troop or something like that. Naturally you might just say crap, sorry, whatever, right? Or, oh my goodness, my attack was not so great, right? So some of them do, and it's part of how they speak, and that's fine. So I can see how they might start to get a bit like, you're infringing on my freedom of speech, blah, 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 right? For me, no problem, because you laugh every time I cuss, so clearly I cuss a lot. You have a mouth like a sailor, so...
I do not. I don't even... When I do something stupid in an attack, yeah, my queen is stupid and, whatever. And when I should have had something, then yeah. But I mean, it's not like I'm just cussing up a storm in chat all the time. Like, I'm
not. So some of our co-leaders will not like that. So I'm just...
I think you should ask the other ones what they think, and I mean, it doesn't, for me, it doesn't matter, because, I mean, it's unfair to kick them out, but I would say I would want them out, because it's not letting me express myself the way that I freely should be able to. And
well,
I don't
you
like
know,
that.
there's things that you should never say.
Well, yeah, but
you know, there's this, yes, you have freedom of speech, but then there's also, you know, common decency.
well, yeah, but everyone in the clan is pretty mature and, you know, knows the difference.
Yeah.
And it's never gotten out of hand.
So I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if you know the answer. So it clearly affects, you know, the chat. Do you know if it affects the males?
I have no idea.
Because if it does, then that might decide it, because sometimes I need to send mails.
Then get your crap together, right?
That might not be what I say, but the general gist.
You should send a test mail right now. Just say crap.
No! They're probably like, oh, this war's not going to plan and whatnot.
I'll do it.
Not right now.
I'll do it. I'll send a mail, and I'll just say, just sending a test mail to see if this thing is crap or not.
No, I got it. Just so that they don't know that, you know, sometimes this happens. Why don't you send an encouraging encouraging clan mail to lift spirits and get that sort of, have a war cry of, yes, the match is crap, but let's, you know, turn it around, change the tune, and, you know, go, you know, something like that. I don't know, rally the troops and whatnot. Right?
I will even go so far as to say shit.
See, I said you have a mouth like a sailor. But yeah,
you're gonna have to put the explicit stuff in this episode.
You're the one that's swearing.
You're a shitty stick too.
So yeah, I mean, I think that starts to cause issues. But I like I said, I am for the okay. Let's see how it goes. It is nice to not see the cuss words sometimes, you know, because of recruitment. Half of the time where you get called, you know, every name under the sun, so it's nice.
It's okay for that. The issue that I have is
the badness of the filter.
Yeah, it's just like I said. If I'm just trying to say something to somebody and I'm not swearing, it's getting starred out, it's just going to be annoying, and I can't see myself enjoying that at all, because it's just going to frustrate me not being able, or having to, well, how can I reword this now and not you, or well, and then figuring out which freaking word it is.
Now, on the plus side, although I don't know if it's a plus side, but you know how I like to, you know, make my own little fun in the game. But hence the experiments and all that. But on the plus side, right, me and the other co-leader, we were having fun trying to guess who the person was. Because you don't know, right? And we recruit by volume. So it's like, okay, who is it? At what point were we not able to cuss, right? So this person, did he join? Did someone swear and cuss us out before then? Yes, because the poor co-leader got called a certain word. He's like, yes, I remember, because I got called it. You know, something. I was like, okay, so it's not that guy. So it was a bit fun. I was like, guess who the teenager is? You know, so, and I was right, wasn't I? With the person, I was like, yes, I knew it was that person. So that was a bit of fun. And, you know, we now have another teenager in our clan, apparently. We have our suspicions. So we're now in that situation where he's in the clan. He's, you know, seems normal, mature, a mini, but, you know, still he's basically done everything that's required from him. So there is no legitimate reason to kick him out, is what I'm saying.
It might just have to be an oops. Oh,
Well,
I invited him back.
Is that what I woke up to, Jen, when I saw that the other guy was no longer in our clan?
No. We actually need this guy because we lost that other Town Hall 9. He flaked out. We don't have 15. If we get rid of this guy, then we don't have 15 for league.
Well, that's why you're recruiting, aren't you?
Yeah.
But yeah, no. So I think it's worth having a think, Jen, for yourself in terms of what your opinion is, because I don't want it to be a case of one of our elders or our codes flip out and just say, okay, I can't take it anymore. I need to get rid of these people, and start randomly trying to see who it is and sending them on their way. So have you come to any more of a conclusion in terms of, or opinion?
No, I think you should talk to your other codes and elders and see what they say.
Well, you can talk to them too.
No, I'll word it bad and...
What do you mean?
It's just better if you do it. You're the boss.
I'm not the boss. Okay, so that's what I wanted to talk about. It is only for UK, isn't it? On your side of the world, Jen.
Yeah. The US. Well, I told you, the Americans, they're always doing stuff.
That's the most generic sentence ever. Okay, so we're out an hour now, so again, you jinxed us. Oh, so we have Can't Be Stupid. So, do you have any?
No, I never get any.
Yeah, who's slacking off, Jen? I do have something that I wanted to share. I don't know if it falls under the Can't Fix Stupid, but it gave me a little chuckle. And it's not because I mean, actually, I don't know. I'll leave it for you and whoever listens to decide whether I'm, having the mick taken out of me, whether it's a Can't Fix Stupid or whether it's just a genuine language issue. Okay, because I've said before, I'm completely, I fully believe that people can be part of the clan even if English isn't their main language, as long as, they make the effort to sort of communicate, shall we say. So this guy joined. Let me just find it. I had to screenshot it because I forget. Because I need to say what it says so that you'd understand. Okay. So, let's see. Okay, so this person joined, and so they join, and I'm like, have you read the clan description? Because, then you know what we're clan's about. And he says, okay, I'm going to sock it. Right? Sock as in, that you wear on your feet. Okay, so I'm like a little bit confused. So I carry on, right? In case it's just that you've spelt something wrong. So I'm like, show us what you can do, what do you attack with, etc., etc., right? Show us what you can do. And this is what he says, okay? I'll make the yarm. And I'm like, yarm? Well, it's got the right letters for army. Right? And again, I'll leave it to you to decide whether I'm, getting conned or whatnot. And then he goes, I'm sorry, I can't let people out, but I'm going to stay. I'm like, what's going on here? Right? And I'm like, okay, I'll let's just play this for a while. And I'm like, well, you need to show us what you can do before you can say. And he's like, okay, I'll make people alive. I'll try and get my people alive. And I'm like, okay. So he, needless to say, he did not last.
I think that is language barrier, because I mean you can see the comparison to the game in what he could have been meaning, and I think that's just. I mean, the English language is probably the hardest language to learn.
I know, but I was like, I don't understand the sock or the yarn.
Many different,
the people I can get,
things.
right? The people I can get and making them alive, cool, yeah, make your people alive. But I don't get the sock or the yarn. So, and I think I've had a lot of foreign people come into the clan that I can work out normally what they're trying to say. But that one threw me a little. I'm like, the yarn?
The yarn? Well, what about maybe he meant farm?
He says, I'll make the yarn, which confused me because it's the right letters for army.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'll make the army then, yeah.
Yeah, but he said yarm.
Well, maybe.
If you were gonna,
Maybe he's dyslexic.
And then I'm gonna suck it.
I'm gonna suck it. Yeah, I got nothing for sock.
So that made me chuckle a bit. And to be fair, I did think it was a language thing, but I thought, it made me laugh a little bit, and thought I'd share that one with you.
Yeah, no, that was a good one.
Right, I will let you wrap up then.
Alright, so next episode we will either be very, very happy or very, very grumbly, because leagues will be on and we will have either won or lost this current war. And we will see what those events bring us for rewards. Guaranteed it probably won't be a gold ruin, so I won't be happy. And I'm sure we'll come up with something else to talk about. Maybe recap what's been going on with our minis. And yeah, we'll talk to you next week.
Bye.